you are working in pharmaceutical industry and you don't know how to help your company to grow and qualify in the regulatory inspection, so there is really a doubt that in long term you will be able to reach to a next level or next height, right? So if you cannot help your pharma company to qualify the regulatory inspections, to qualify any audit, so there is doubt that you can grow your business and in your career, right? And it's not only the doubt, but it's fact that you can only grow and progress in your career of pharma if you know the quality and compliance. At least you should know the connection of your department with the quality and compliance, right? So you will ask me how I will know I am in different department or I am working in a very different level. So there is no connection that I will be knowing all these activities which are happening in my company, right? So hi, I am Dr. Rupali Paranspe, founder of Blue Ocean Compliance, best-selling author of my book Blue Ocean of Compliance, and also a TEDx speaker. On my YouTube channel, every week I post some video which is related to quality and compliance, which will help you to know about the compliance, about the different topics of the compliance, about the different thought process of compliance, and every thought process and all those learning which will help you to know more about how you can help your pharma company to qualify the regulatory inspection. At least you will understand that what is the connection of your department, audit or inspection, and what basic things you know about the audit, and how to face audit, and different topics of CGMP you will learn, right? So keep watching on my YouTube channel, and for that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that any of the learning will not be missed. And let me tell you that only knowing the facts and figures will not suffice to qualify the regulatory inspection. There are a lot of invisible things which contributing a lot for the result in the inspection, and all those things I discuss on my channel. And when every day you will listen to me, you will learn all those things, and in one day you will also start thinking the way I am thinking, right? And why this thought process important? Because this thought process has helped many pharma company to qualify the regulatory inspection with 0483 and qualify the regulatory inspection effortlessly. Means you will have to put the efforts, but that becomes part and parcel of your daily routine. So different day you will not have to work for that. Okay, so every decision you take based on what you think about that subject and what logical thinking, what logical mind you are having. So those things are responsible that what decisions you take in your daily routine, because guidelines tell you that what to do, but how to do you will have to decide. So in fact interpretation of guideline is also a very big thing, because it comes after so many years of experience working in the industry. So based on that experience, I have more than 23 years of experience, and all that experience I always talk and share with all of you. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so today's topic, the discussion is that warm up for facing any regulatory inspections like USFDA, MHRA, TGA, or any of the regulatory inspections, right? Warm up means the preparation before the inspection is happening. So whenever any inspection comes on your side, means whether it is coming or not, right? You must always be ready to be inspected anytime. For that you will have to there are 10 things I will tell you. First thing is that always check that your documentation is online, your logbooks are online, your lab notebooks are online, instruments records are online, everything is online, right? Another thing is that your instruments are calibrated, their perform. Third thing is that whatever instruments you are having or equipments you are having, whether numbering is there or not, and you will have to keep in mind that the calibration schedule is to be followed properly, that I told you in my next point also. And another thing is that in the quality control lab, you see that whether all the reagents are within the valid period or not, and mobile phase should not be hazy, and all the identification must be there on the solution, whatever solutions you are prepare while preparation, that should be there, right? And check the validity of solvents, check the validity of solid materials, that you will have to check, right? And while you are in quality control lab, and you have HPLC, GC, and SOR, IR, so you don't forget to check the audit trail. Audit trail must always be on, right? You are not authorized to switch off the audit trail, okay? Any deletion is not acceptable, the removal of any data is not acceptable, so that is a big crime to hide the data, that comes under the data integrity, okay? So another point is that you are analyzing any batch, so in the documentation part, when you do, you ensure that all the chromatograms, invalid chromatograms also, you will have to keep with your raw data. Means, for example, you are integrating any peak, and you find that, oh my god, I forgot to give the name to the peak, and then you reintegrate that peak and give the name to that peak, and then you then you take final printout of that chromatogram. So keep in mind that the chromatogram or peak for which the name is not given, that is also to be kept with the raw data, okay? So QC lab, so audit trail and 21 CFR part 11 is very important. Now when you are in warehouse, so in warehouse you will have to see that whatever materials are there on your site, that must be procured from the approved vendor, and see that whether it is with valid period. Valid period means it is not expired, or it is used only if it's within the retest date, okay? And all the materials must be kept at the temperature condition which is given on the labels. So temperature condition is also is very critical, because of that there can be have the impact on the safety, quality or efficacy of the product, right? So that you will have to see that temperature mapping must be performed at least once in a year, or as per your SOP, okay? So hotspot must be identified, and you will also have to see that whether the logbooks are filled online or not, and temperature and RH conditions are monitored properly, and all the logbooks people are filling online, and yeah, there should not be such practice that cross contamination will be happening while dispensing any material. You will have to see that you must follow your SOP, okay? So, and there are many other things, but today I am telling you the few things which are generally taken care of, and you will also have to see that while receiving any material, so it must be complied with the checklist of your SOP, and requirement of the vendor, means if the material is not from the approved vendor, so it should not be handled violating your SOP, okay? So see that you must follow the SOP. Now in production department, you see that all the equipments, logbooks are online, and the timing of the logbook must match with the batch manufacturing record that you will have to see. And you see that equipments are calibrated as per their calibration period, and preventive maintenance must be performed as per the schedule. And obviously you will have to review all the documents of production, and means overall document on your side of even whether it is a QA QC production warehouse engineering, or you will have to review again and again. And in fact it must be the regular practice, so that you will not have to do any different thing, so that you will have to keep in mind. So these were the compliance tips for today. These were Blue Ocean compliance tips for today. With this, Dr. Rupali Paranspes signing out until we meet again. Bye.